The use of internet-based information by a modern-day researcher has become too widespread, yet, they lack the proper training and education in performing expert-level online research. We have designed different education programs and courses that supports, promotes, and educates researchers in becoming an accomplished internet research specialists. The Association of Internet Research Specialists is offering a summer session of live online classes for CIRS exam preparation and training. The course starts from June 25, 2020. Check the class's schedule dates and timings on our website. Each class duration is approximately 2 hours. Generally, the online classes are held between 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The estimated course completion time is 4 to 5 weeks, and this includes 15 classes and 30 hours in total of virtual, interactive classroom sessions. The certification online exam, training material and books are included in the course. A complete training package includes a latest version of Internet Research Training Guide and Exam Practice Workbook, a set of 4 reference directories, titled 1. Online directories of links to information pages. 2. A directory of online research and investigative research tools. 3. A directory of specialized search engines and subject-specific search engines, and 4. A list of ready-made online search queries to apply in specific search types in a given situation. Additionally, the students get access to online mock exam sample questions and chat assistance to guide students in exam preparations. A video recording of individual class sessions and PowerPoint presentations are made available to enrolled students. For further information to register in our online classes, visit our website or write us an email at education@cirsassociation.org. The live classes are a sequence of several lectures that cover learning modules for CIRS exams. The syllabus and topics of learning are explained in detail in next few minutes. Note that all classes are conducted in virtual classroom settings. The classes are led by a live instructor. The official clock for global audience is Toronto time, or Eastern Standard Time. Lectures are recorded and available for replays for enrolled students only.
This program consists of 10 learning modules that teaches you with the latest job-ready skills and techniques in online research. Included in this program are 1. Internet technology, how the internet works. 2. Search with keywords and search phrases, and basic Google search operators. 3. Search queries with advanced Google search operators. 4. How search engine reads web pages. 5. How search engine understands and interprets search queries. 6. Techniques in building complex search queries. 7. Online information sourcing and data collection methods. 8. Traditional research methods and methodology. 9. Research in business and business of research, and 10. Internet laws and internet ethical issues of research. Duration of all our online lectures is 30 hours. Completion time is 4 to 5 weeks. The learning module 1 is all about how the internet works. The overall objective is to teach what is the internet. How do networks combine to build an internetworks or the internet? What are web applications, web browser and indexed web pages? And how they communicate on the internet. This module 1 has 4 lectures on topics. Lecture 1. What are networks? And what makes the internet? Lecture 2. What are the different web applications and how websites show on the internet? Lecture 3. What are web browsers and how they are different from search engines? And Lecture 4. An overview of technology that allows search engines to read and index web pages. In second module 2, students learn basic search methods with keywords and search phrase, and the effective use of Boolean operators, symbols, and notations. Students are taught with practical illustrations of various search queries in a given situation for information sourcing and facts finding. This learning module is comprised of 4 lectures on following topics. Lecture 5. How to select keywords and build search phrases. Lecture 6. What are Boolean operators and how to use these in search queries. Lecture 7. What are different symbols and notations and how to apply them in Google search. And Lecture 8. Various examples and illustrations of basic search operators are applied in building complex search queries. In third module, students learn effective use of advanced search operators in building Google search queries. Module 3 teaches web search methods and techniques, with Boolean logic, advanced operators, notations and symbols. Students are taught best practices, rules and processes in building advanced and complex web search query strings. Training lectures include several practical illustrations of search queries and the emphasis is on hands-on approach to web search. The topics covered includes 3 lectures. Lecture 9. What are advanced search operators used by Google and how are these specialized operators structured? Lecture 10. How to apply advanced operators in developing precision search and proximity search queries. Lecture 11. What are some of the techniques applied in using advanced operators for complex web search that requires precision search result? The Module 4 covers how search engines read web page content. Topics in this module gives insight into the hidden secret of how a search engine responds to search by matching and retrieving information pages. Students see illustration of how a search engine captures web pages, how it uses its algorithms to index and retrieve information pages to match search queries. This module has 3 lectures. Lecture 12. A conceptual understanding of search engine indexing of web pages by search engine posts. These are illustrated through simulations and examples. Lecture 13. Students learns about the encapsulated text inside HTML tags, and how HTML-coded text are read by the search. Lecture 14. Teaches how search recognize web content, and match text by applying semantics intelligence, and intent recognition, with machine learning algorithm of search engines. The 5th module learning topics are a continuation of concepts covered in Module 4. Students learn how search engine understands search query intent. The search terms interpretation by the search algorithms are explained in detail. A conceptual understanding is given on how search query structure affects your search results accuracy, and how to refine search query by applying a meaningful explicit context. This module is divided into 3 lectures. Lecture 15 gives an introduction to algorithms, machine learning, artificial intelligence that is used by the search to provide relevant results. Students are introduced to contextual relevance applied in search and how the algorithms give implicit meaning to the query. Lecture 16. It teaches textual semantics, a topic in linguistic sciences. Some of the important concepts in linguistics include ontology, stemming and lemmatization commonly used by search engines in users' intent translation. Lecture 17 teaches how the different textual semantics are applied by the search engine in understanding structure of search phrases. A set of situational examples teaches how a variation of search phrases respond in bringing refined search results. This lecture also covers predictive and suggestive search results that appear in Google search result pages. The 6th module learning topics is an advanced level web search techniques used in professional online research. Students are exposed to hands-on approach in building complex search queries by online researchers, data collectors, librarians, writers and investigators. Topics covered teaches tricks and methods to access deep and hidden content of the indexed web pages. This module is divided into 5 lectures. Lecture 18. What are some of the ways an online researcher selects search operators in creating complex search query strings? How do we plan to build complex query structures? Lecture 19. Illustrations and examples of complex search query to find data, people and business info. Lecture 20. More illustrations of complex search queries applied in finding information from online articles, news story, blogs, forums and groups. Students learn various methods of performing quick searches for specific news articles. They will learn how to verify sources and dates, including publishing and uploads, time date stamp. Lecture 21. This lecture is all about building complex search and finding and querying social media data, includes information sourcing and profile validations. Lecture 22 covers topic of online investigative research. Students are introduced to online investigative research methods and information verification tools. It gives insight into finding contacts, trace emails, locate trolls and perform due diligence on people and businesses. The 7th module is about sourcing online information pages and online databases for research. It teaches internet information challenges, their types and virtual locations. Students learn how to process information analytically, and what are the methods for verifying primary and secondary information sources. This module is comprised of 5 lectures. Lecture 23. The topic covered is the different types of online information sources, and where to find these sources on the internet. Lecture 24 talks about the various challenges faced by online researcher. It includes identifying fakes, fabricated and biased content pages. Lecture 25, this covers data analytics and research reports. The methods of online digital data collection, both raw and structured. Students learn types of data and how they are applied in deriving inferences and conclusions. Lecture 26, these are the different lessons in learning how to find information resources of the deep web or hidden web. Lecture 27, it deals with methods applied in evaluating and verifying information sources. A research specialist depends on reliable information for their research work, and therefore, a research specialist must apply various methods and techniques to verify, collect, and apply information only after vetting source of information, the reliability of medium source, the citations verifications, and gathering of corroborative evidences. The 8th module teaches traditional research methods that drive core research work and define reporting standards. The methods learned includes the fundamentals of conventional research that are industry standards and therefore used by traditional knowledge practitioners in formal work. This module is comprised of 4 lectures. Lecture 28. Traditional research methods and methodologies are introduced in this lecture. The approach to conventional research is explained. This covers the industry's research standards, conventions and methods applied by traditional research practitioners. Lecture 29. Students are introduced to the typical online data types and data collection methods such as online surveys, opinion polls, online interviews, online focus groups, ethnography, clinical trials, and social experiments, etc. Lecture 30 covers methods applied to identify qualitative and quantitative data, and how to perform analytics from qualitative and quantitative data sources. Lecture 31. This is where the students are taught the methods of writing research report conclusions, presenting inferences, derivations, and expert opinions based on data analysis and research objectives. Module 9 is about the information collection and reporting needs of businesses. The topics covered are the subject of research business opportunities for independent information professional, and for those that are interested in making a career move by joining independent consultation and contracting workforce. This module is comprised of 5 lectures. Lecture 32. Topics covered revolved around research work in business environment. What are the various business research reports that are used by senior management? And the research data required to build internal and external reports for shareholders and management needs. Lecture 33. The lecture includes research planning and reporting. Basically, a complete research cycle is discussed, starting from the research problem and scope, to the conclusion, analysis and inferences, derivations. Lecture 34, it covers a question of how to set up an independent research business. In this lecture, students learn about the types of legal corporate structures, business running tools requirements, services pricing, costing and billing models are discussed. Lecture 35, the topics and lessons answers questions on how to assess the independent information business risks and take advantage of business opportunities for independent research businesses. Lecture 36, in this lecture, the instructor introduced several types of research documentation requirements that are standards in independent research industry. Students learn from practical examples of several research assignment engagement documents, legal contracts, and research reporting. The Module 10 teaches the important aspects of Internet laws affecting online research, and discuss the subject of ethical issues of the Internet, especially related to online data collection and information sharing. Students are given the basic knowledge of laws related to the intellectual property, spamming, defamation, privacy, contracts, e-commerce, and jurisdiction of cyberspace. The ethics concerns with reference to the use of human subjects, online recruitments and social media data are discussed. This module is comprised of 3 lectures. Lecture 37. It covers the issues of jurisdiction and prosecutions in cyberspace, and the international conventions and regulations applied to establish international jurisdictions of the Internet. Lecture 38, this lecture teaches important provisions of the cyber laws that are of particular importance for online researchers. The topics give a basic understanding of laws that apply to intellectual property, cybercrime, defamations, privacy concerns, e-contracts, piracy and e-commerce businesses. Lecture 39, students are introduced to the Internet ethics and ethical concerns for online research specialists. Subjects such as ethical issues of human subjects, and online recruitments and social media related information exchanges are discussed briefly.
Please do follow us on social media and learn about our upcoming events, offers and discounts. You will find latest industry news and announcements. You can check out our new published material and hear from people in our social network community. We thank you for your time and interest in our association and its education programs.